Hey there guys, I'm off Spot and welcome back to the Portion of Wrestling podcast. It's episode 29 today. Payback is tonight. I'm by myself today, mainly because me and Hancha, we did what we always do. We record it earlier in the week, but for some reason, my hard drive that I normally save it on has just went, nah, fuck you, and it's deleted it all. So literally everything on the hard drive is gone, so I'm going to have to record this by myself. We've all got the predictions here. I'll just rattle through them. So hopefully I can get this up within an hour or so, I'm not too sure. So, Payback tonight, Raw exclusive pay-per-view. Current champ is Hancha. Let's get into the predictions very quickly, shall we? Pre-show, there's Enzo and Cass versus Gallows and Anderson. Hancha went with Gallows and Anderson. Jack went with Enzo and Cass. I am going with Enzo and Cass as well. Main reason is because Enzo and Cass have been picking up a bit of a... In tag teams, they've been picking up L's a bit against Gallows and Anderson, on Raw especially. So I think this will be Enzo and Cass's. It'll be their redemption. They can get a win here, and I'm not too sure. But yeah, I'll go with Enzo and Cass. Hancha's gone with Gallows and Anderson. Jack's gone with Enzo and Cass as well. Main show, Aries versus Neville for the Cruiserweight title. Hancha's gone for Austin Aries. He thought, let me see if I can remember. He thinks because Aries lost at Mania, I think he's going, yeah, this is probably the time where I'm sure he said he can't see Aries losing twice in a row. So he's gone with that. Jack's gone with Neville, and I've gone with Neville, but with TJ Perkins' help, because on Raw recently, TJ Perkins has been under Neville's wing, so I reckon he'll get involved, and then maybe that'll lead to an Austin Aries versus TJ feud. I'm not too sure, but I'll go with that for 2 points, hopefully. Next, you've got Cesaro and Sheamus versus the Hardys for the Raw Tag Team titles. I'm still very excited when I see the Hardys on WWE TV. Jack's gone with the Hardys. Me and Hancha have gone with Cesaro and Sheamus. I want to change to the Hardys, but I'm not going to. Main reason I think Cesaro and Sheamus is because there are rumours go around that WWE have bought rights to the Broken gimmick. So I reckon if WWE buy rights to their Broken gimmick, then they'd want to change them straight away, get them in the Broken universe, so drop the titles and go in there, because I don't really want... I don't think it'll work with the tag titles in that universe, because then every challenger will have to come into the universe, and I don't really want that to happen. So, yeah. And if not, I reckon I see Cesaro and Sheamus turning heel, if not especially Sheamus. I forgot when he turned face, to be fair. So me and Hancha are going with Cesaro and Sheamus. Jackson with Hardy's. Next match, you've got Bray Wyatt versus Randy Orton in a House of Horrors match. It was scheduled to be for the WWE title, but that has been removed, so I think that's why everybody has gone for Bray Wyatt now. It changed my mind, especially when it was for the WWE title, I had Orton winning, but now that that's been removed, Bray Wyatt, and I'm sure Hancha said the same, and I'm sure Jack will say the same. So everybody's going with Wyatt there. Joe versus Rollins. Hancha and Jack have gone with Samoa Joe. Jack has gone with a Triple H interference. I can't see that happening. I've gone with Rollins because I don't know. I feel like Joe is actually going to win, but I'm gonna stick with Rollins. Yeah, I'll stick with Rollins. I don't know why. Because Rollins is on a. I reckon that they want to make something out of Rollins now. We'll make him great again. Trump reference. I reckon, because he's just beat Triple H at Mania, so beating Joe now, that'll give him some momentum. Go on, probably, I'd say let him have an IC title run maybe, or something like that, and then maybe work his way up to the Universal Championship when it's off Brock, because Seth won't beat Brock. Roman's going to beat Brock for that. I'm sorry for that. So yeah, everybody's... No, that's wrong match there. Hancha's gone with Joe. Jack's gone with Joe with Triple H interference. I've gone with Rollins. Move on to Reigns versus Braun Strowman. I think we've all got wishful thinking here. We've all gone for Strowman. I know why I went with Strowman, because I think they'd want to have Strowman win here, then Strowman goes on to face Brock for the Universal Championship. He loses, and then Roman goes after Brock, and then Roman wins the title. I'm not too sure. But, it's WWE, so Vince might wake up one day and just go, actually, fuck it, I want Roman to win this. It'll probably be about now. He'll just be like, Roman's winning that. So yeah, everybody's gone with Strowman. Next match, we've got Alexa Bliss versus Bayley for the Raw Women's title. Me and Jack have gone with Bayley, hometown girl. But then again, WWE normally don't like people winning in their hometown, and I think that's why Hancha's gone with Alexa. But Hancha's gone with Alexa with Sasha Banks turning heel. I can see that happening, but not yet. I don't think it's going to happen yet. I reckon around SummerSlam, that's when Sasha will turn, and then you can have Bayley versus Sasha for the title at SummerSlam. So yeah, that's pretty much that. And last match, I've rattled through this. I'm just looking at the time, about 6 minutes. Chris Jericho versus Kevin Owens for the US title. Winner of this goes over to SmackDown, remember, because Kevin Owens wasn't drafted to SmackDown. It was the title. So if Jericho wins, he goes over to SmackDown. If Kevin wins, he goes to SmackDown. It's pretty simple, actually. Everybody's going with Kevin Owens. I think that's the lock of the night. Chris Jericho is leaving. He's going on tour. He's going on tour with Fozzy, the band. His band, not the Muppet. So if Chris wins, God knows what's going to happen with that title. He's taking it on tour. So yeah, I reckon that's the lock of the night. Kevin Owens across the board for everyone there. So yeah, that's that. This is a pretty compact one. I'm not sure how I feel about this yet. I mean, like, this format, it's been 7 minutes about, and I feel like I've just rattled through them with no real discussion, but I do want to get this out tonight. Because, it's 8 o'clock just gone. That's when I normally have the video up for, 8 o'clock, but not tonight, apparently. So, yeah, cheers for watching. If you wanna follow us on Twitter, anything, I'll link description. Cheers for watching. We'll see you tomorrow. Hopefully everything will be fixed by then. I'm not too sure. So, yeah, cheers for watching. See you tomorrow. Bye.